morning. I am here at the Portland Visitor Information Centre and also at the trailhead here of the beginning and end of the Great Southwest Walk. It's day one today obviously, so I'm just about ready to set out very shortly, and I'm glad that all of the rain seems to have passed over last night. There was actually a big storm that came through overnight, probably about 1:30 or 2 in the morning. Actually woke me up in my hotel room because it was so loud. So there was a fair bit of rain that came across with that, but looks like most of that's actually blown across now. It's a little bit windy today, but it's overcast and not too much more rain expected hopefully, so might get lucky and not get any. And the forecast fortunately for the next few days is, at the moment at least, looking really good, so hoping to get a few pretty good days of hiking. It's only going to be about 18 today, so it's just perfect conditions for starting the walk. So I'm just about to get set off here. I've been planning to do this one for quite a while now, and I feel about as ready as I could be. A bit concerned about the physical conditioning because I haven't really done too much pack training for this one, but we'll just have to see how we go. I plan to take it very easy today. I've got about 20 kilometres today, and my first stop for tonight is Cubbys Camp. So got a fair bit of a walk just to get out of town and into the forest. So it'll mostly be sort of heading around the bay side I think today, and then going up through some farmland and then heading into the forest from there. Anyway, as I said, I'm just going to take it easy to begin with. I've got a lot of kilometres ahead of me, so just going to ease into it today, and here begins the adventure. Well, I've been going probably a couple of hours, or maybe 2.5 hours so far, and this morning was a really nice walk out of the town of Portland, just following along the coastline, and really nice through there. Pretty open and exposed, so there's not much shade in that area, but you then get to turn in the road, which I've gone up not long ago, which is turning up into some farmland. And that sort of has gradually ascended, and I've just turned into a forest section now. Just actually crossed the Prince's Highway just before, main highway, into Portland, and now going through this really nice bit of forest. So yeah, been a really good morning so far. Not sure how many Ks I've done just yet, but I'm just taking it pretty easy, getting myself conditioned I guess for the first day, and the sun's just started coming out just recently and just beautiful. It's about 1:45 in the afternoon, and I've just walked along a section that's a road walk section, and it's a little bit unclear when you come out of the forest So you need to just turn left heading west. I'm actually sort of familiar with this area because my aunt and uncle actually live just down that laneway behind us there, and I'm kind of almost going straight past their house. So I came here a lot when I was a kid, and so know this little section at least. But it is a little bit unclear along that section when you come out of the forest. There's not that many signs or the little red arrows along that section, so you need to just keep heading across the A1, which is the Princess Highway, keep going up Robertson's Road, and you'll eventually reach Hawkins Lane, which is that laneway behind me there, and then you'll see the next marker from there. So little tip, just in case you feel like you haven't seen any markers for a while, it is the right way to go, and it's just a bit of a road walk, which is not the best exciting section, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm heading into the forest again pretty shortly. So anyway, and speaking of my aunt and uncle, I'm actually going to be staying with them on the final night in Portland once I finish the walk. So I guess I could have started from here, but I just really wanted to kind of start from the official trailhead in Portland town centre, and yeah, I'll head up here once I finish the walk to catch up with them at the end of the trip. Alright, well, I'm going to look for a good spot for lunch and take a break pretty soon to have lunch and then push on for the afternoon. Well, I've just had a nice lunch break. I found a little trail marker that had a bench as part of it, so I just found that and sat down and made some salami and cheese with crackers. So, wasn't sure if I'd actually meet any people out on the trail on this hike because it's not one of the more popular walks, but sure enough, I was just hiking along today, coming down off the cliff tops just out of town, and I bumped into a guy there who had just stopped for a rest break, whose name's Mark. Turns out he's actually doing the same number of days and probably exactly the same itinerary as me actually. So it looks like we're going to be probably camping at the same campsites most of the way, or probably all of the way potentially. Anyway, I had a chat to him a bit further along when he sort of caught up to me when I was having a rest. And this is just amazing, the kind of people that you meet on hikes. So I thought this guy looked a little bit familiar and I couldn't pick where it was from. Anyway, it turns out this guy has gone and hiked the Pacific Crest Trail in 2017. And if any of you guys are familiar with Dixie from Homemade Wanderlust, anyone who watches enough through hiking videos will know who she is. She's probably one of the most well-known US through hikers that's also a YouTuber. Anyway, it turns out this guy Mark, I'd seen him on some of her PCT videos, and he actually hiked quite a bit of the PCT with her on and off.
Dixie in action. Yeah.
Woo!
Woo.
You gotta go back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I
you
was
gotta-
hoping we'd go all the way, but...
So it was just quite amazing, and then we started talking about her and talking about the PCT, and he's also planning to do the Continental Divide Trail and also the Appalachian Trail as well. His next big hike that he's doing is going to be Te Araroa in New Zealand, and he's actually planning to hike that with Dixie as well, so quite amazing. They've kept in contact and obviously got along really well. So looks like I'm going to have plenty of time to pick his brain about the PCT, because it is one of the hikes that I have sort of looked at. It's like one of those kind of ultimate goals that I'd love to do one day. And yeah, it's going to be amazing just to talk to him, his first-hand experience.
Come on, Cal.
Piece of cake, dude. Piece of cake. It really is.
And this is where we've come from this morning, down the valley.
The highest point on the PCT.
How many feet?
13,200.
13,200. No wonder I got altitude sickness.
And I guess, you know, it's just so amazing that we've ended up on the same track on the same day and kind of doing the same itinerary. So anyway, that's made it a really interesting first day, and I'm looking forward to having a chat more to Mark around camp and seeing what sort of adventures he got up to on the PCT. So there you go, all the kinds of people you meet out on hikes is just quite amazing. So anyway, I am done with my lunch. I am just about to get back into it. I'm not sure how much further I've got to go, but I'm definitely over halfway now, so just taking it really easy. And I'm expecting, well, I actually don't know what time I'll get into camp, to be honest, but I think it'll probably be sometime sort of very late afternoon, and really just still taking it casually just to get my body adjusted. I didn't get to do much pack training when I was sort of having the lead up to this, so I really just want to take it easy on these first couple of days and just get my body used to it. Anyway, that's it for the lunch break. I'm about to push on again and head towards Cubbys Camp, which is the campsite for this evening. I can just see the shelter and the water tank at Cubbys campsite just coming into view now, so that's definitely a welcome sight. It's been a pretty big day, 20 k's pretty much, give or take, and first day, so it's taken a little bit of the body getting used to it again. But yeah, coming into Cubbys campsite very shortly, and we'll get ready to set up camp from there.